very good afternoon to all the attendees. Thank you for the introduction. Uh, it is great to see so many companies and so many people interested in defense as an industry now. Probably 5, 10 years ago, this wouldn't have been the case that people are seeing defense as a potential industry for startups or to start their business in. Uh, Firstly, I would like to thank MCCIA for organizing such an event. Uh, and inviting us as a participant here. All the preceding speakers have, I think, very well explained the scope and opportunity that we have in defense as an industry. Uh, uh, Vishwas sir, Dayanand sir, Alok sir explained very well what smaller companies can do in India. A little bit about our company. We started in 1988. We are a family-run business. My father visited Defexpo in 1988 as a young college pass out, and he got inspired in some way to do something for the defense industry. At that time, there was some requirement of springs in CAPD. So we started manufacturing springs and slowly growing our product range and uh, uh, getting tie-ups with OEMs. We started supplying many type of critical parts, including hydraulic systems, pneumatic systems, mechanical assemblies to various ordnance factories, DPSUs. We recently started working on some projects with L&T Defense also, Ashok Leyland also, BML also. Uh, we are proud to say that even though we are working with L&T, Bharat Forge, Ashok Leyland, but we only work on defense projects, what we like to call ourselves as a 100% DOU. So 100% defense oriented unit. That is what we like to call ourselves. One of the most important thing in defense manufacturing, what we are into, is the testing and approval, not the manufacturing in itself, but the testing and approval. That takes a lot of time and patience, and uh, it is not only about making a product or supplying a product to any OEM. It is about meeting the MIL grade requirements, the testing standards. A little bit to the startups which are present today. Defense as an industry has evolved a lot in the last 15, 20 years. Uh, as I said earlier, maybe 5, 10 years ago, no one would have thought of having a startup in a defense ecosystem, but now we are having this conference. So it's a great thing that this is happening. 15, 20 years ago, the Indian defense manufacturing was completely owned and run by the government, ordnance factories and DPSUs, but now we are seeing big private players get into OEM manufacturing, and even smaller companies who are being helped by IDEX and DRDO to materialize their ideas and concepts. Uh, One of the great achievements, recent achievements we can see of the indigenization and Atmanirbhar Bharat program. We saw the INS Vikrant go into testing, I think, last month only. So we are seeing indigenous platforms and equipments being delivered to the Indian armed forces. So the scope to be a part of this industry is ever growing and huge. So uh, my few words to the startups will be that keep on adapting new technologies, keep on understanding the ever-changing needs of the defense industry, and newer technologies are coming into manufacturing. Let it be 3D printing, let it be MIM. What we recently saw, Dan and Sir and Alok sir showed us the few of the products that they have developed using machine learning, artificial intelligence, and a lot of newer technologies. Uh, so I think what startups uh, need to do, and IDEX is helping that, is to develop new concepts and materialize that. IDEX has already provided 35 problem statements for which I hope there are many companies working on, and we'll see the results of that very soon. And lastly, I'm very interested to see the next part of this session in which startups will present their ideas. So, and hopefully next time this event happens, it won't be a virtual event. It will be something that we'll formally meet. And so this is my request to MCCI. Whenever it is possible, we'll have actual meeting and not a virtual meeting. To all the dignitaries present here, on behalf of Anant Defense, I thank you a lot. Jai Hind. Yeah, so this is what we primarily supply to all the three main battle tanks in India, the T90, T72, and the BMP. These are manufactured by Ordnance Factory. Uh, yes, I think we talked about us already. The vision, mission, and values of our company. Next slide, please. As I said, this is the timeline. We started by manufacturing some springs and hardware items, and slowly, we grew our product range to critical assemblies, hydraulics, pneumatics, mechanical assemblies, and now we are even supplying some systems directly to ordnance factories. Uh, this is our actual product range. All the parts that we manufacture for the T90 tank. On the right side, you can see there's a T90 tank and all the parts that we manufacture for that. On the left side is the engine for the T90, the V90S2, and all the parts for that. These are all the parts applicable to T72 and its engine V46. And this is for the infantry combat vehicle BMP that is manufactured in Medak, Ordnance Factory Medak. Few of our prime customers, mostly Ordnance Factory, and now directly supplying to DGQA, L&T Defense, Ashok Leyland, etc. We have also exported a few of our products to few countries. As we know, all Russian tanks. Originally, all the three tanks are Russian tanks. So the Russian tanks are in service in many other countries also. So when we indigenize these, we also supplied to few of the other countries, as mentioned here. Few glimpses of our DIF Expo participation. Bipin Rawat sir had visited, as well as Chief of Army Staff, Naravane sir. Few of our international exhibitions. Yeah, and this is our new factory. It is in Khandala MIDC, around 50 kilometers from Pune. We recently started this around 3 months ago. Yeah, thank you.